What's up? What's up? What is up? Happy Wednesday. If you guys were at the Christian, what's up, dude? Cheryl, how are you? Christian, I know you were at the mastermind. I'm sure you took a lot away from that. We have our boardroom masterminds the last 2 weeks. So we have boardroom, which is for more entry-level people looking to get started. Maybe you're doing a couple deals. Maybe you're starting to roll. You got to kind of figure some things out, and so that was really awesome. I know Christian was there, so pretty impactful, dude. Pretty impactful. And then we have our Boardroom Elite, which is much more for the elite investors, people who are doing anywhere from 5 to 10 deals a month. You know, they're making anywhere from 100 grand to 500 grand a year, or maybe even more. There's several people in the elite masterminds making over $1 million a year plus. So that is the Boardroom Elite. And then we're excited to announce the Billionaire Boardroom for the people who are making over $250,000 with the minimum requirement of over 25 deals a year. And that is going to be awesome, and that happens in February, and we will be doing it in Cabo San Lucas. So if you fit in any one of these categories and you were not at the mastermind, I really encourage you to reach out to us. Email support@REWW to find out more about them. It was absolutely awesome. Christian writes here, it was absolutely life-changing for this young man who is 20 years old and is an absolute stud. So he was awesome to have there. And if you aren't in one, I encourage you guys to reach out to us, be a part of one. They will change your business. They will change your life. They will change your mindset. They were awesome. I spent the last 7 days in these masterminds, and they are absolutely fantastic. So, with all that, welcome to the Wednesday Weekly Wisdom with myself, yours truly, Justin Colby. And what I first wanted to be able to do here is I want to open up a bunch of, I want to teach you guys what I do for your email marketing for properties, and where you can, and what companies you can use and whatnot. So specifically I want to talk about when we have deals, what we send it out, the template we use, and then what companies you can use. So when we have a deal, we use Infusionsoft. I do not recommend you using Infusionsoft. They are called Confusionsoft for a reason. However, we have had them for years and years and years. We utilize our Infusionsoft account for many other ventures in our business. So for us, it makes sense to continue using Infusionsoft. But what I want to tell you guys and show you guys is what our mailer looks like. So first and foremost, in Infusionsoft, here are some mail, market property emails that we send out. We call them campaigns. Here are some marketing campaigns we sent out. This is just to one list in particular. That is why it's so low. And so I want to show you, again, this is Infusionsoft, otherwise known as Confusionsoft. But as you can see here, we have the name of the subject of the email, the subject of the email, who is sent by, and then we actually get to view reports on open ratio, who's opening it, who's not opening it, and so on and so forth. So I want to show you what that actually looks like. This is actually what the email looks like, okay? So we have our company heading at the top. It will take the contact information from our list. We have the address of the property, the information about the address of the property, and the wholesale price. Now, some properties we will include what the ARV would be, like if there needs to be a lot of work. Some properties, like this property, is a great rental property, right? So we ended up selling this property at the $135 price point, and it's a great rental property. So the person was not interested in, fully rehabbing this property. They just wanted to throw in a renter and get a return on their investment, right? So we have our price over here. We have our picture here. We have our contact information right here, obviously under it for the email. We take a as much information as we can off of MLS if there's any information about the MLS, but we create our own little subject and copy of what the property is. So this vacant off-market single-family home in Maryvale is ideal fix and flip opportunity for a rehab or investor that likes this area and specializes in cosmetic rehabs, meaning not a huge rehab, or works great for a buy and hold investor that wants some solid cash flow. Only needs cosmetic rehab, maybe a little touch-up paint, whatnot, and updating to get up to neighborhood standards and ready to list on the MLS. So the property, a little bit more about the location of the property, and then if you want more pictures on this property, we actually put all of our pictures into a Dropbox file, and then we put that Dropbox link on our email. So that means it's live. So when people receive our email for that property, they're actually going to be able to click on that and view all the pictures, right? They can make a decision right then and right there. So again, more contact info. Please contact for showing if you want to go view the home. First come, first serve, no bidding wars, first to execute purchase contract and deposit earnest money gets the deal. Price is net to seller, meaning I am getting $135,000 in my pocket. You as the buyer are going to pay any type of closing costs that come with it. And then we have a little disclosure here, and that is the email they see. Not sure why there's no phone number here, but more often than not, there's also a phone number here to call us, right? So email and phone number is obviously preferred, right? So that is what our email looks like. Now, what I want to say is Infusionsoft is not necessarily the company I would suggest for you guys, but what I would suggest is any number of companies that are out there, like iContact, Constant Contact. iContact is a great company. I've had their account for quite some time. Constant Contact is another one. MailChimp right here is another great one. They're all roughly $19 or $29 for their services, so they're all about the same price point. I actually want to take a step back real quick. Here's a view of the reports that Infusionsoft gives. All of these services give the report. So, for example, on this email this is the Act Now Maryville deal. We have about 53 buyers that love to buy Maryville deals that we know of. So we segmented that list out. We sent this to 53 people. We had a 47% response rate. That deal got sold within minutes. And so it's great to be able to see some of these statistics so you can figure out what type of open ratio you're getting and whatnot, right? And so here are the unique opens, here are the people that unopened, here are the bounce back bad emails, right? So very important to know your statistics. So with all this being said, what's up, Brian? How are you, man? With all this being said, what I did is I actually love GetResponse. So GetResponse, I actually created a account today. It is free for the first 30 days. So I went in and created an account. I would recommend any of these. I like GetResponse because it's very easy to use. So I want to show you how to use GetResponse, right? Again, I created a free account today because I knew that Infusionsoft was not something that I would recommend you guys get. It's very, very expensive. I think we're paying $400 a month for Infusionsoft, right? This is free for the first 30 days, and I think you can get like $19 a month or $29 a month. So, adding contacts, very self-explanatory. You can add contacts right here. I can either upload a file, a CSV file. Maybe I have an Excel spreadsheet with all my buyer contacts on here that I can upload. Maybe I just want to copy and paste a bunch of contacts from Google or somewhere else that I might have, or maybe another service, right? So all of these services I can import contacts from, right? So adding contacts is really, really easy, okay? Creating a form is really easy, but right now you're not going to necessarily create a form, but you would want to create a newsletter, okay? So creating a newsletter, you would do the drag and drop email editor unless you are great with HTML code, but I am not. So let's just jump into the drag and drop email editor. Let's just say we have a great off-market Maryvale property, so off-market Maryvale property. Subject, I'll just cut and copy it to make it simple. Subject, it's coming from my email. It could come from other emails. However, you can add an email in here if you want it to come from a different email. Maybe I want to come from my Phoenix Wealth Builders email, right? So I can add my Phoenix Wealth Builders email in here, and then it can come from there. I can add a symbol, right? So I can add, where's the microwave? Like hot, right? Like steaming hot property, right? This is on fire. You can add a symbol right there. You can personalize it if you want to. So a lot of cool little features. Now, next step. We can go in here. Now they have a bunch of different pre-designed templates all over, and so, you might want to try real estate. Let's see what kind of pre-designed templates do they have for real estate. Nothing like this necessarily would work for me, so I would likely do like a blank, start from scratch, right? I don't love these pre-designed templates. I would probably start from scratch. I would do something like this, right? One of these here, something like this would work good, right? Use this template. So I can choose an image. Again, what I would usually do is I would maybe choose my Phoenix Wealth Builders image that you guys got to see on, right? So I would choose that Phoenix Wealth Builders image. I then would put in the address. So again, if you're just looking at the, man, where'd that just go? I swear I just had it. So again, Phoenix Wealth Builders, and then they do all the name. I would put all this stuff in. If you want another image in there, that can be done, right? So you can really create this the way you want to create it. You can add images, right? You can add text image. Let's say we go in here, or maybe even under here. I want to do a horizontal line. Whoa. Just trying to get out of this, okay? And then we can plus. So maybe in here we add a horizontal line, or maybe we do a text plus image. You can add an image here, add all these images, my images, right? So adding images are very, very simple. So point being is you can absolutely play around with this and make this a very simple thing. What I like about it is mobile friendly, okay? And you can do a lot of different things, right? So now let's say you created it, you put in your Dropbox, you added your image. So I want to add a line here. How come it's not adding horizontal? So you can have breaks in it, right? So I don't want to spend too much time playing around with this, but this is very easy to do for yourself, right? So I want to do this. So if I wanted to add, I want to let me add this. You'll have to play around with it just slightly here. Again, adding images, you can have your own images, that's all easy. Now let's say I want to go to the next step. I can save as, right? I can save it as a template or a draft. Let's just say I save it as a draft. Then you're going to have drafts, which is awesome for you. Let's go to the next step. So I have this right here, choose one. And you can set up different campaigns, right? And then I want to select contacts manually. Boom. I'll choose it to go to me. Now obviously you would want more in there. Include the recipient. Let's remove this. Next step. Now you can see what's going on here, right? So recipients, HTML, template, you can edit and view your template right here, and then you can send it. Now, up here you can say create, you can go back to your templates, settings, recipients, All of these are clickable, right? So what's your template? Right? We use this template. Maybe you want to use a blank template. It's very, very simple to use, right? You're welcome, Anitra. You're very welcome. So I really recommend using this. If I go back to, I'm just going to exit out of this email, and you can see how simple all this stuff is, right? So messages, you can manage all of your messages. You can create a message, my newsletter, create autoresponders. This is a great platform for you guys to be able to do. You can add contacts. You can import contacts. Very simple. Statistics, so your email and analytics, you can get all that kind of stuff. How many people opened your email, what went on. So again, this is what I would use. Get response. Again, it's free for 30 days. I think it's roughly $19, to $29 a month. Great opportunity for you to send out these emails. All right, so that's how you want to be sending out your emails for your properties. Randy, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome. Mark. Nice. What is happening? Yeah, I got a couple tabs open. Don't you worry about it. Got a couple things on my plate, Mark. Do you know of any way to skip trace the emails from Find Cash Buyers now? Yeah, well, addresses, you can skip trace addresses, and that it would be, Intellius. So Christian's saying, do you know any way of skip tracing the emails from Find Cash Buyers now? I would use Intellius, Locate Plus, or TLO. Intellius, Locate Plus, or TLO. You are very right. You are right. Mark, it's going good, brother. We missed you at the mastermind, man. We missed you. Right on. All right, guys. Any questions? Get Response would be the one. You can use any of them. iContact, MailChimp, Constant Contact. I like Get Response. Super, super simple. All right, guys. That's what I got for your email response. Go get some deals. Know how to send them out. Know how to use Get Response. Again, very, very cheap for you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next Wednesday call. Peace.